So beef and asparagus stir fry is such a quick, easy dish, and you probably have the sauce ingredients right in your pantry. You don't have to buy those stir fry sauces. You can make them at home. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually quickly whisk together the sauce, and it's as easy as half of a cup of soy sauce. And you could use the low sodium if you want it. And this is a real fresh, light dish, like I say, and it's quicker than, you know, some people say, how do you get dinner on the table? Stir fries are a great way to go. Literally quicker than pizza delivery, way quicker than Chinese takeout delivery. You can have this to the table in 15 minutes or less. Then I've got a quarter of a cup of, this is just sherry. This is something I always keep on hand in my liquor cabinet. It's a great way to you know, enhance sauces. It's a great flavor for stir fries. Then I've got some fresh ginger and some brown sugar. So we're going to sweeten this up. We've got the salty and the sweet going on here. The fresh ginger is really a wonderful key ingredient. You could also just get ginger in the jar, but what I do is I just peel it. You could certainly use dry ginger, but this is going to really have some great flavor. So I just peel the ginger and take a microplane and grate it up. You could also just chop it up very finely, but nothing smells like this. It's fantastic. Really fresh and light. And Ann and I are on a workout kick. Oh my gosh, I'm so sore. I've been trying to work out for the last couple weeks and realized how out of shape I am. So, you know, after a workout, you don't want to, you know, ruin it by going home and having a big, you know, not healthy meal. So you want to try and stick with it, and this is a nice healthy dish. So we've been trying to eat more healthy in our house, being that swimsuit season right around the corner. Okay, so basically that's it. It's that easy. Soy sauce, brown sugar, fresh ginger, and a little bit of sherry. Now we're going to take our steak, and I just threw this steak, and you can use, I happen to be using beef tenderloin, but you don't need a lot of it. You can use a flank steak for this, New York strip, whatever you have. You can use a skirt steak, a sirloin, but you want a steak that's a little bit tender, and I'm just slicing it into thin strips, and if you throw it in the freezer, you can really get those strips nice and thin. And you want them paper thin because you want them to, in fact, I want to not use all of that marinade. So I'm going to put some of this marinade for the steak, and I'm going to use some of this for actually the sauce. So I take my pieces of steak, and if you've got 15-20 minutes for the steak to sit in there, or even if you threw this marinade together in the morning and parked it in a Ziploc bag like we've got here, parked it in there while you were at work all day, you really get some nice flavor to that steak. So it's up to you how much time you have, but sometimes you just don't think about it, or you're having one of those crazy mornings. It was kind of a crazy morning in our house today, so there wasn't time to make a marinade. So if all you have is 15-20 minutes for that steak to sit in that marinade while you're doing laundry or checking your Facebook, that'll work too. So just giving that steak a nice toss with the marinade just to make sure it's all nice and covered. Now I'm heating up some oil we happen to have a wok here, but if all you have is a really big frying pan, that'll work fine too. But you want that pan to be smoking hot. It's really important. If you ever watch them at the Chinese restaurants, some of those, you know, have windows where you can watch in, which is so cool to see. You see that they have big woks, and they are hot, 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 and there's a lot of action going on. They really want to keep things moving. So when I stir fry, I normally do it in batches. That's the sound you want to hear. I'm spreading out my steak so it'll actually get some color. And it goes very, very quickly. I don't want to overcrowd the pan. It really is best to do this in batches. So I think I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to get to work on my asparagus. So how do you like our set? I'm pretty excited about our set. We're thinking spring today. And the folks at Homestead Decor in Bellevue, we love that store. It's an amazing store. It's got a really neat restaurant connected to it too. The Grapevine Cafe is connected to it. Great place to go for lunch if you've got cabin fever. But anyway, they came in and they worked their magic, and I love it. They change it up every, seasonally with different decorations. And we came in and we loved every part of it. I love blue and yellow, so thank you. They did a great job. It looks fantastic with the lemons and are there lemons or are they pears? They're pears, yellow pears. But anyway, I love cornflower blue and yellow, so I really like what they did this time. Looks nice. Okay, let's get back to our steak. I'm just going to quick give it a turn, and then I'm going to get it out of the pan. People always ask us, where do you get the beautiful plates and different things on your set? So wanted to let you guys know that's where we get it. So at this point, when our beef is pretty much cooked, I'm going to get it out of the pan and onto a plate. I'm going to throw my asparagus in here. Now I'm getting rid of the ends of the asparagus, asparaguses as my kids used to call them, and I want to cut this into pretty decent sized pieces. If you need some more oil in here, you can add some more oil, but that looks like we've got plenty. Some fresh garlic. It's a real simple recipe, it really is. And man, if you could smell it in here, Ann, how good does it smell in here? I know, yum. Yum, yum, yum. I want to get that, keep that moving, keep that asparagus moving. And now I'm going to add my garlic, and whenever you add fresh garlic to a hot pan like this, 30 seconds is really the magic number. Keep that moving, keep it stirring. And now we've got our reserved sauce, and to that I'm going to add some cornstarch. Told you this was an easy recipe. It's crazy how easy it is. All right, whisk that together. In goes our sauce, and I can tell I just need a little bit more. You could do sherry, you could do a little water, beef stock. And because it's got that cornstarch in there, when it hits the high heat, back goes our steak and any drippings that accumulated on the plate. Very healthy dish. We only used a little bit of oil. In fact, I had reserved oil here, but we really didn't need it. And you see how this sauce just coats the steak. I really want that asparagus to stay pretty crisp, tender, so that it's still got a little bit of a crunch to it. I think that's where stir fries can go wrong, is they use, I don't mind using vegetables that I've got in the bottom of my produce bin that need using. Like you could throw a little bit of red pepper in here, you could throw some carrot in here, but I don't like using already cooked vegetables in my stir fry because they're already cooked, so they're gonna be mushy. So I like using things that need using, but they're uncooked in my stir fry as far as vegetables go. Love to serve this over a bed of rice. If you really want to keep it healthy, do some nice brown rice. And this would be in your diet, wouldn't it?
Totally.
Totally. She's excited about this. All that good asparagus there. And then this is just optional. Got some scallions to kind of dress it up and some toasted sesame seeds. There you go. Beef and asparagus stir fry, this is a winner. It is so quick and easy. It really packs a punch. Some great flavor there. Recipes on the website. Coming up, some more spring-inspired recipes. Later, we're making lemon poppy seed cake out of it just starts with a box lemon mix, and then I jazz it up, and it is one of my go-to spring desserts. Great for bake sales, too. And a pasta primavera. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.